And so the only thing I know about tonight's episode of Thunder, November 4th, '99, is I always read that there's a little caption kind of you can find on Peacock, and the only thing I
Hmm.
know is it said Sid Vicious is forced to team up with Perry Saturn to battle his friend Rick Steiner in a tag team match.
Yep.
That's all I know. So we'll see what the hell else happens, because that's the thing with these Russo shows. Like them, kind of like we do, or dislike them, you can never predict what's going to happen.
At all.
Uh, yeah, at all. You don't know what you're gonna see. Uh, so that's a lot of the fun of these shows. Is you really have when the night begins, you don't know how it's gonna end. So that should be fun. And K Fabulous is gonna join us shortly. And every
Sweet.
week, yep. And every week we do. We're watching these kind of like it's really happening, like it's live. And so every week we do our WCW Top 10. Switch and I put this together. And yeah, and so this is going into the November 4th Thunder, our top 10. Number 10, Kurt Hennig, who got a win in the world title tournament and onto the second round. Number 9, he won a hardcore three-way dance with Ming and someone else. I forget who.
Barbarian.
Thank you. And the Barbarian. And that's Norman Smiley. Somehow got a win in that match.
Mr. Wiggle
Uh,
himself.
the Big Wiggle. Number 8, he got a win on Thunder, and then he beat tomorrow's guest, the Cat, on Nitro, advancing to the second round of the world title tournament, and that is Lash LaRue, who we're watching probably the height of his career. Not probably, we're watching the height of his career
Gotta
because
be,
we
because
saw
he's
him,
been featured a lot lately.
yeah, we saw him beat Kurt Hennig, we saw him get another win, we saw him beat the Cat, and he's in the second round of the world title tournament. I don't think he'll get much farther. Uh, But like I said, this is kind of the height of his career. Number 7, he beat Booker T in the first round of the world title tournament, and that is Jeff Jarrett at number 7. Number 6, he beat Perry Saturn in the Shark Cage Key on a Pole match on Nitro that we watched last week, and that is Eddie Guerrero. Number 5, another man who got a win in the world title tournament. He beat Berlin, and that is Vampiro. Number 4, he didn't wrestle last week, but he's still the United States champion, so he was up there. Number 4, Bret the Hitman Hart, who had been number 1 2 weeks in a row. Uh, Number 3 is Scott Hall, who beat Sid in the first round of the world title tournament. Number 2 is Buff Bagwell, who beat Scotty Riggs on the Thunder we watched 2 weeks ago. And he got a win over, I think it was Stevie Ray on Nitro that we watched last week.
Yep.
And number 1, Chris Benoit, who we saw on the Nitro we watched last week. He came off the top of a steel cage with a swan dive headbutt, beat Dean Malenko in the first round of the world title tournament. And the Thunder before that, the Thunder we watched 2 weeks ago, he beat Sid by disqualification. So big winning streak going here for Benoit. And the week before that, he beat Dean Malenko in a last man standing match. So nice winning streak going here for Benoit. And I mentioned, so that's number 1, Chris Benoit. Number 2, Buff Bagwell. Number 3, Scott Hall. Number 4, Bret Hart. Number 5, Vampiro. Number 6, Eddie Guerrero. Number 7, Jeff Jarrett. Number 8, Lash LaRue. Number 9, Norman Smiley. And number 10, Kurt Hennig. And so, mention Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. And
That's the
we all
stuff.
probably, yeah, we all probably heard this in the last couple days. But Buff Bagwell had his right leg amputated below the knee. It stems from complications from a crash he was in 2020, I believe, 2020 or 2022.
Yeah,
That just
2020.
never 2020. Thank you. That just never got better, never improved, or I guess kept getting worse. And had to have his right leg amputated below the knee. So, prayers and thoughts and whatever you got out to Buff Bagwell. And Here's the thing: is he said he wants to wrestle again.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
wants to
well,
get
you
him.
know, who was that guy with the one leg that used to wrestle back in the day and just made an appearance on AEW?
Yeah,
Zach
Zach
something.
Gowen. Gowen is that?
Gallo, something like that. So,
I
I
think it's
mean,
Zach.
granted, Zach was doing it without that leg for a while, but hey, anything is possible, man. And Maven, actually, the ex-wrestler Maven, who is famous
Mhm.
for eliminating the Undertaker, and I think he had won Tough Enough or something like that. He actually documented the day before and the day of Buff going into the hospital to have the surgery, and Buff
Oh,
was in
wow.
high spirits. So on YouTube, not endorsing Maven. Now he didn't tell me to do this, but on his channel he did follow Buff Bagwell around. It's a short, good watch. But Buff is
Cool.
in high spirits. Hey, Mama K.
Hey,
She just made dinner.
I just made dinner. Sorry.
I know that's right. But yeah, that kind of told me up a little bit too. But I'm glad he's in high spirits because I think before he had got with DDP, this might would have really destroyed him. But I think after being with DDP, the outlook that he has on life and his mind frame, I think this couldn't have happened before DDP, and we could see a good result from Buff afterwards.
I think you're probably right.
I kind of think DDP should be nominated for sainthood.
Something.
Like, he's done some miraculous things. Better than all the other miracles I've read about the Catholic Church recognizes as miracles to become a saint.
Let's not offend anyone.
I'm Catholic. I can say that.
Yeah,
She's
I mean,
not
but she's
Catholic. Don't listen to her
I was
bullshit.
raised Catholic. I went to the Catholic Church for 18 years. Like,
but I
every week. When we were
understand.
on
I
vacation, we
understand where
found a
she's
church.
coming from, though. I understand where she's coming from. Look at Jake the Snake. Look at Scotty Riggs. Look at Buff, and that's just the famous people we know. We aren't even going to talk about the people that we don't know that he's probably helped through the years. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Lex Luger,
Lex Luger, Scott Hall,
Mick Foley,
Mhm.
even
Yes.
helped him.
Yeah.
See, and the saint that I picked my confirmation name after dyed some cloth the color purple. So which one seems like more of a miracle?
So you wanted your confirmation name to be Diamond Dallas Page?
That'd be awesome.
Well, can you retweet this?
Oh yeah.
Post it, whatever. So we'll get started here in a minute. There are no world title tournament matches tonight. I don't think so. At least they've been doing those only on Monday Nitro.
I was going to ask you, did you think we was going to get some tonight?
I don't. Now they may throw them in there. I really, like I said, I try not to read about these shows, so I want to go in fresh. I mean, I saw these, but it's been 26 years ago, so I don't remember a whole lot about them.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't tell you one thing that happens on the show. That's not to say that it's not going to be a good show, but I couldn't tell you anything that's going to happen. Besides, we apparently have a tag match with Sid and Saturn versus Rick Steiner and someone. So we'll see. I don't know. I think the world title tournament will resume when we watch Monday Nitro November 8th next week.
Yeah, and then plus we only have an hour and 26 minutes of this show.
Yeah, Thunder, shorter show, makes for a good watch. It's nice to break it up every other week and not. I mean, I enjoy Nitro, but it's a 3-hour show, and even where we have commercials cut out now, it's still over 2 hours. So
But
it's
I
nice
tell
to have
y'all
it
one
broken
thing.
up with these. Do what?
I tell you one thing though, I still don't believe an hour and 26 minutes is going to slow Russo down. I bet you the show still be fast paced.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of saying 2 weeks ago, is that the longer Thunder goes on with Russo in charge, the more you can really see his fingerprints on it. It was kind of seen as the B show. And so for those of you just joining us, we're watching WCW Thunder November 4th, 1999. So go ahead and get that pulled up on Peacock. More joining WCW Thunder November 4th, 1999. We are watching. So go ahead and get that pulled up on Peacock, get it paused on 000, and we'll start in just a minute. But what I was saying was, the more Thunder goes on, it becomes less of the B show and more like he really tried to make it an A show. He tried to make it on par with Monday Nitro, Vince Russo did, and have the same stars featured and have big matches. Like he decided the way to help raise the ratings for Nitro was to make Thunder better too, not just Nitro. And then you'd have people needing to watch Thunder to find out, what's going on Nitro. So it was a good idea. Didn't work out for him, but it was a great idea, I thought.
You know what's weird though is like I didn't watch any of this growing up, but as just a person who started liking wrestling like 10 years ago, I have heard about Nitro like nonstop for the entire 10 years. Whereas I did not know WCW Thunder was even a show that existed until like 4 weeks ago when you told me you were going to be doing it every other week.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like it didn't make it into the general public's knowledge, but I knew what Nitro was.
Well, he did get the ratings up for Thunder a little bit.
Mhm.
The ratings for Nitro, I think, went meh. We'll talk about ratings more in depth sometime with Russo, because that was the whole point of why it was hired, was to get the ratings up. We'll talk about that another time. But so for everybody here, thank you for joining us. We are watching WCW Thunder November 4th, 1999. So that is on Peacock. So go ahead and get it pulled up and get it to triple zeros. I'll assume you already have it. So in a minute, I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play. We all press play at once. So that's how this works, so we're all watching the same thing at the same time. So all right, WCW Thunder, November 4th, 99.
Let's do it.
5,
Let's get it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. Wait, everybody. Everybody.
What happened?
Everybody, call it back. Call it back. Call it back. Mine didn't start. I'm sorry.
You want me to do it?
No, I don't know what happened.
No, this is Ace's. This is Ace's thing. So y'all should have just known. This is Ace's thing right here.
I normally operate the remote though for this part.
I leave it, Paul. I think
he
I
leaves
leave
it on pause so
for too long. I left it paused for like 15 minutes. All right, everybody, let's start over. Everybody, sorry about that.
Rewind that back.
I'm gonna try and not leave it paused so long from now on, because that's definitely what's causing it. Okay, pause to triple zeros. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to get it back there if you're not back there already. Sorry. Okay, so WCW Thunder, November 4th, 99, paused on zeros. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play.
It's going. Don't touch anything. 3 dots came up. Try it again.
Everybody, one more time. Mine didn't play.
You want me to do it?
No. We're going to do this one more time. I don't know what's going on, everybody. I'm sorry.
Try the restart.
I'm sorry. Restart button.
Yeah. Like once you pause it, go up instead of pressing the play button. Press the play button with a circle.
Oh, there we go.
And it starts playing it usually.
Okay. I'm sorry, everyone. So for those of you just joining us, you picked the right time because we failed starting it twice. Get back to triple zeros. We're ready. Third time's a charm. I don't know what's going on, but we should be good this time. So get back to triple zeros. WCW Thunder, November 4th, 99. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. It's going. Okay. After much ado.
We got action.
And for those of you, if you get off, if you didn't start on time with us, whatever, I'm going to do time checks throughout the night. Be like, we're at 5 minutes. We're at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, whatever. So you can catch back up with us. Right now, you should be seeing the intro, and we're at 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Their intro is more fun than Nitro's.
Is it?
Yeah.
You think so? Well,
They got stuff like exploding and lightning.
I like I think it was the original one when they had the street and all the explosions and stuff leading to the Nitro sign.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I say maybe I haven't seen that one.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's what I like to see. Signs.
Mm-hmm.
Another person that has been on here opening up. We got Evan Courageous coming out. Wonder who he's fighting.
Who we last saw get seduced by Medusa.
Yes,
she
Lord.
advanced. She advanced to the second round of the world title tournament. So we have 15 men and 1 woman left in the tournament.
Do you want me to put up the bracket?
Not yet.
Okay.
Against my guy.
Dude, yes.
The juice is loose. The juice is loose.
Why do you love him?
Because he's awesome.
Okay.
He is. Okay, I was telling Asa I liked him back then more than I liked Rey Mysterio back then.
Yeah.
That's how much I loved Juventud.
I can't believe you have to ask why.
Is it because he's pretty?
Actually, I don't think I've seen his. Did he used to wear a mask?
He did.
Yeah, I have never seen his face till just now, but I've always loved Juventud. So I will say no, it's not because he's pretty. But now that I have seen him, that doesn't hurt.
So yeah, Hoovy and Courageous were supposed to have a match, and as you're seeing here, it was broken up by Sid.
Yep.
So tonight we're having the match. We'll see if it gets interrupted again.
They should use that shark cage from Monday and put Sid inside of it.
So we're at 2 minutes, 43 seconds, 44, 45.
But you know, the Luchadors losing their match, that wasn't a Russo thing, y'all. That was Eric Bischoff's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get the Luchadors to get rid of their match. Okay, how you feel about that?
About what?
So back then, Eric Bischoff wanted like Rey Mysterio, Juventud, Psychosis. All of them came out in mass. And then eventually, Eric Bischoff was like he wanted all of them to lose the mask. So he started making them have something versus mass matches so they can get rid of the mask. So I was just wondering how you felt about that, being that that's so embedded in luchadors.
Yeah, I don't like it. First of all, I'll just get that out there. I don't like it. But I think WWE did the same thing except for Rey Mysterio, pretty much. Because masks, I don't think they were selling well, and people connect more with you when they can see your face, especially with like the storyline aspect of WWE and WCW at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the audience connection is stronger, and that might be why they did it. Because that's the only reason I could possibly think of. Because otherwise, that's
why they did
stupid.
it. That's why they did it.
I think Asa maybe told me that at one point, so I did not think of that on my own. But
so for those of you, if you're just joining us, we're watching WCW Thunder, November 4th, 1999. We are 4 minutes and 13 seconds in.
But I feel like it kind of takes away their identity as a luchador, which is sad.
Yeah, but I don't like it, but I understand it. You know.
Yeah.
But Russo famously said, I think the exact quote, now I could be wrong, I think the exact quote was, I don't give a shit about a Japanese wrestler. I don't give a shit about a Mexican wrestler. And what he meant by that was just the fact that he was specifically talking about the ones who didn't speak English or didn't speak it well. So he kind of comes from that Bischoff where he wants the audience to identify more with them. And, of course, with Russo, we see a lot of promos, we see a lot of acting, and he's like, what good are they to me if I can't use them in my style, He didn't put it very well at all.
Yeah.
Made him sound kind of racist, but I know what he meant. Like, I get what he meant.
So did he fire the people that couldn't speak English?
No.
No, he just bumped them down the card?
Well, or didn't use them.
Yeah.
No, hiring and firing was not his
that's right.
domain.
Yeah, and back then for like a lot of the Mexican wrestlers, like Conan was that go in between for them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Norman Smiley. Okay.
That's Switch's favorite. See, look how much smiley he gets when Norman's
Got
smiling.
that wiggle, man. I ain't want to come down messing this match up. This match been good so far.
Yeah, it had.
What's the dance that the cat does? Does that have a name? Or is it just the cat
Mm-mm.
dance?
I call it the James Brown dance.
And he was in
Uh-huh.
WCW. Okay. I tried to talk to Keyshawn about him today, telling him that you guys were going to do an interview. They didn't know who I was talking about, but he watched mainly WWF, I think.
He was in WWE too.
Oh,
After WCW closed.
mhm.
okay.
Not very long. He wasn't like a big deal there.
Mhm. I think he's younger than us by like 10 years, so maybe he didn't watch it at that point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Let the wiggle loose.
Have a sip of your water. The
Or
tea I'm drinking,
wiggle.
the hardcore wiggle. The tea I'm drinking does not go well with this Indian food.
Not bad.
That day gonna scream.
Thank you. Ooh.
Big wiggle. There it goes. Oh, not yet. There it goes.
My guy.
Wait, so was he the first person to do this, or did he pull this from like the dance scene?
I've never seen anybody do that before.
I've
but I
never
don't
seen
know.
anybody do it.
Nah, I don't know.
I've seen people do it when they're like dancing.
Well, they got it from Norman
Well,
Smiley.
that's what I was wondering. You think they got it from him?
So here's the revolution.
Who's that girl?
Asia. ASY.
Fake China.
And
Yeah, fake China.
Shane Douglas.
Right.
I knew it was Douglas because I never know who he is, and I didn't know who that guy was.
And Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn.
Perry Saturn, yeah.
I don't know what they were saying. Who knows?
I can usually remember a guy's name if he's named after a planet.
Is that George
Oh,
Lucas?
snap. That's Mike Graham.
Oh, that's right. I thought he looked familiar. That's why.
Who is that?
Switch, you want to tell her who Mike Graham is?
So Mike Graham is from a family that used to promote wrestling down in Florida. So that's where he's from. Well, he used to be a wrestler too back in the day. Whatever company Dusty was working for down in Florida, I can't remember the name of which territory it was, but that's where he's from, and his family used to run that.
Okay, cool. And so he worked for WCW in what kind of role? Just like a booker?
Not Booker, an agent, probably.
Agent or
Something like
booker.
that. There we got Booker T out trying to avenge. He lost to Jeff Jarrett last week on Nitro.
Oh, because Russo's the booker.
Correct.
Yeah, just figure that out. So, Eric Tate saying the TNA pay-per-view was good last night. I
Did
forgot they
watch
had a
AJ
pay-per-view last night.
I did watch AJ come out last night.
Oh, did he not wrestle on it?
I don't know. Maybe that was a show before, but I did see a clip this morning. AJ showed up to TNA.
Yeah.
He says FCW.
I thought that was right. Thank you, Eric.
What does that mean?
Florida Championship Wrestling.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
That's where Dusty
The
was.
one that Mike Graham and them was doing.
Yeah.
So rewind.
What's up?
Rewind. Norman Smiley once said he would never enter the WCW hardcore scene if it wasn't for the GOAT Taz to give him inspiration. And if you could be an eighth of the man Taz was, he'd be okay. That sounds like a really direct quote.
Yep.
I believe it.
So if you're
Mr.
new to the
Slap
show,
Nuts.
Rewind is the #1 Taz and Hook fan
Mhm.
in the world.
I think he's the president of the Taz fan
I
club.
believe that's true. So here we got Booker T, former multi-time world television champion, taking on, which at this point is a belt that's retired. He's taking on Kaz Hayashi.
Do you remember Kaz Hayashi? His face
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
familiar, but I don't really remember him.
Yeah, did he become one of the Young Dragons? You remember the Young Dragons?
I think you're right. I think.
I think so. Young Dragons were a 6-man tag team. And they fought with 3 count quite a bit in 6-man matches, and they had some pretty good ladder matches as well with
Yeah.
them. And I think Kaz was in that.
I think he is. Gosh, Booker still looks good to this day. Like he could get in there and go, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I love him. Booker T.
yeah, he's great. I don't know, Kaz. I don't like your chances here.
Hey, at least he's getting some TV time though, man.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen Kaz Hayashi in the Vince Russo era here.
I don't see why they don't use him on Raw or SmackDown as an announcer.
Booker T.
Yeah. Because he does it on NXT, right?
Yeah.
Does NXT not have to travel? Like, are they at the Performance Center all the time?
They do have to travel some. They travel some.
Okay.
Not as much though, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder if that's why.
Not a whole lot.
So for those of you just joining us, whoa, nice somersault plancha. Watching WCW Thunder November 4th, 1999, and we are 13 minutes and 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds in.
Rewind saying no, just secretary of the Taz fan club. There is 5,432 million members. That's too much responsibility for me. Pete's Synertia,
So that would make it 5 billion members.
Good God.
which is cool. That's like more than there are people on the planet, right?
No, there's like 8 billion
Oh.
people on the planet.
Yeah, but some of those are babies. Are they in the Taz fan?
Everyone's in it except the babies.
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you say that? Synertia? Synertia?
That's what I'm guessing.
Okay, it's the president of the Taz fan club. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
Now, that's an Alabama slam.
Wasn't Taz's first name Pete?
Don't let me lie to
Is
you.
that Taz's
Pete?
last
Saying
You
it's
don't look
Taz?
like a
I don't
Pete.
know. What the fuck?
You don't
Fuck
look
is
like
he?
a
Looks
Pete.
like a Pete. You said he does?
I don't think he do.
You don't think so?
Pete?
Harlem Heat Seeker from the top rope, and that's that. Booker T gets the win.
Yeah, that's Taz.
That's what I thought.
I just Googled it. I could see him as a Pete when he's wearing sunglasses anyway. With the sunglasses off, he does not look like a Pete. He looks like a Taz. Rewind, laughing at us.
But this must have been when he switched from that Harlem Hangover. Maybe he only did the Harlem Hangover in the tag team matches.
Yeah, because then he changed his finisher to the bookend, which was a rock bottom.
Yeah.
Or a Uranagi, whatever you want to call it.
When does SummerSlam stuff start? Is that August?
Yeah. Rewind says,
Rewind says sunglasses off. It's all business. That's true. That's where he transforms.
and there's the Filthy Animals doing something. They got a bunch of money. Kidman's got the kid cam. I don't know what just happened. Did they steal the gate from the show?
They just robbed Doug Dillinger's wallet.
All right. Wonder who Rick Steiner's partner will be in this match.
Is that Rick Steiner?
Yeah. Looking a little different.
Yeah.
Got his S&M collar on.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy Animals, I think, are getting ready to come out. Yep.
Look at Eddie.
SummerSlam is August 2nd and August 3rd, Kay. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, it is.
I was
close.
actually asking about old SummerSlams, but thank you for that.
Yeah, in
That's
August.
nice.
In August, we're gonna watch some. We're gonna watch a couple old SummerSlams. We're gonna watch some on Thursday nights. Retro Thursdays. We're gonna watch some old SummerSlams. We're gonna watch some WCW Hog Wild / Road Wild. Their biker pay-per-views.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And we'll probably watch an ECW show in there too. I think.
And I have specially requested a specific SummerSlam because I heard Finn Balor talking about how it's his favorite, and so I want to see it.
95.
95.
Okay, well, we can do that.
It's got to be because of that undercard though.
Yeah, because the main event is Diesel versus Mabel.
I would love to put on that BDSM collar as Taz walks me around the room. You know what I'm talking about, Ace.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Rewind. So yeah, Eddie Guerrero freed Tori Wilson from the shark cage last week on Nitro, beating Perry Saturn in the shark cage key on a pole match.
Was
Which
an impressive jump grab of the key because he couldn't reach it because they put it up too high because they're idiots. But he was able to like jump as he was getting off the turnbuckle and grabbing it. You know,
yeah,
he did not want help. People tried to help him. Who are these guys?
Coach Buzz Stern and Luther Biggs.
Where'd they find that guy?
No idea.
What is
I don't know
going
what-
on?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these guys are. No idea.
At all, bro.
No idea.
Here is a reminder of the shark cage, which is not a shark cage.
It was the
I was
one
just
and
about to say,
only-
did we determine that was the shark cage?
That's a dungeon cage.
Well, it was the one and only shark cage key on a pole match. So that was some history right there.
Yeah.
Rewind can tell us what kind of cage is that. Rewind.
Yeah.
And everybody watching, I want to remind you, Switch and I are interviewing the Cat Ernest Miller tomorrow night at 8:00. So definitely tune in. So it's Eddie Guerrero versus Coach Buzz Stern.
I'm gonna have to look him up. Buzz Stern.
I don't know anything about this guy. I vaguely remember him when he came out, but that's about all I can say. Luther
I like
Biggs
that he's-
taking notes on the
Yeah, I was
outside.
gonna say I like that he's actually coaching while he's wrestling.
Yeah,
That's a solid gimmick right there. I
True.
approve of that,
true.
especially with the notepad.
He's taking it to Eddie here.
Eric Tate, I can't wait to play Penta this week in WWE 2K25 at DLC.
Yeah, that's
Very
cool.
cool.
Yeah, they got him in there about as quick as they could, it seems like.
He's in Fight Forever, right? The Lucha
Yes,
Star, yeah.
yeah.
So you can always play AEW Fight Forever if you don't want to wait a week and want to just dive in right now.
Mm-hmm. I still got to get those characters, the extra characters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you have to do that mission again, all over again, to get Owen Hart?
Yes.
Oh, we got it on a different system, and it doesn't have all the stuff
Holy-
unlocked.
What?
You know who Coach Bud Stern is? That's fucking Glacier.
It's a Glacier.
That is
It's
Glacier.
I recognized it as soon as you asked.
That's
Oh my
what made
God,
me
I
look.
remember
It
that
looked
now.
like I was like the face kind of look, but he got some weight on right here.
Yeah. I can't believe that. And Eddie Guerrero gets the win with the frog splash.
Eric, who else is coming out in that DLC besides Penta? Just curious. I think it's Penta and a bunch of like older wrestlers, if I'm remembering correctly.
Not sure. And the Filthy Animals put the beat down on Luther Biggs and Coach Buzz Stern, formerly known as Glacier.
Who also has
Rewind.
a part of the Cat's story.
That's true.
Rewind saying Penta once said the only reason he went to AEW was to meet the GOAT Taz and shake his hand. A lot of people don't know this. It's the reason Penta started wrestling was because of Taz.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's the case with a lot of wrestlers, it
Yeah.
seems. Rewind.
I'd say almost every wrestler we've seen.
Yeah. Did Eddie
You
steal
know-
his shirt? Eddie stole his shirt.
Yes, he
Uh-huh.
did.
I wasn't too much of a fan of how Ray was with the Filthy Animals, but I do
Yeah.
like the fact that he changed his look up when not as soon as he lost the mask, but he still switched it up so it would look presentation would look different than what it was with the mask.
Mhm. So what's Virgil's name right now?
Curly Bill
Curly Bill.
in Berlin, and Curly Bill and the Wall, who I don't think has a name yet. The Wall.
Well, we're not eating pasta sauce, but we are eating sauce in honor of Virgil. For Curly Bill. Taz was a very influenced person in professional wrestling. Great wrestler, easy on the eyes, and just all around a great mentor / coach. Very cool.
So here's Chris Benoit getting some water or coffee. Coffee.
Oh my god, I wish they
did
had
Rick
another-
Steiner say he picked Benoit.
That's what it sounded like.
That's what it sounded like. And so here are the highlights from the Vampiro Berlin tournament match, where Vampiro got the win. Got him ranked number 5 in our rankings for this week. Oh, a killer chair shot on the Wall.
Headshot. You know something? I don't think the Wall ever gets his name. I think he goes from Wall to a Wall.
Yep. There's the cat.
There's a cat.
And the Ruby Reds.
Lost to Lash LaRue. Oh, they're recapping all the tournament matches.
Yeah. Would you
I
me
like
to
how
put
they're
it
doing
further?
this.
Yeah. Yeah, they're making the tournament a big deal, as it should be. We got Buff and Stevie Ray.
Okay, so from group 1, we have Hart advancing to face Saturn. We have Smiley advancing to face Kidman. Group 2, let me make this bigger for you. We have Luger facing DDP question mark. Meng versus Sting. Group 3, we have Benoit facing Medusa. Poor Medusa. We have Hall facing LaRue. And in group 4, we have Buff facing Vampiro, Hennig facing Jarrett.
Yeah,
Sounds
a
good.
woman ain't gonna go for that seducing on Chris Benoit. So I don't know what
No.
Medusa gonna do.
I don't know. And here we had
Oh,
Tony
that's
Mama
right.
Luke. debut as Disco's friend from back home led him away from the ring.
It had kind of
Coffee
sounded
with-
like Disco owed him some money or something,
Yeah,
and he was coming there to collect.
right.
So Rewind saying coffee. When Chris Benoit would show up to the arena, he would do laps around the arena with a coffee straw in his mouth. Interesting.
I can't tell if he's
He's a mystery.
yeah.
He fires them off so good and so quick.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
It's like, who knows?
Here goes the seduction.
Yep. How much? Oh, they didn't show the whole seduction. They got a little
Mm-mm.
steamy there.
It did.
Oh, and then I'm forced to make out.
Eric Tate saying WCW Worldwide Wrestling was a good show.
Yes,
Never
it
heard of
was.
that either.
Syndicated show. Showcased a lot of the lower and mid card performers for WCW. Very fun show, yeah. If you had favorite enhancement talent, that was a good place to catch them.
That's cool.
Oh my god, that fucking headbutt off the cage was crazy.
So what matches have they said we're getting tonight? Have they
They
said
haven't.
Nothing. No, they haven't.
Okay.
Nah,
Sid and
Russo
Saturn
just goes
versus,
with it.
Yeah,
I didn't know if I'd missed something.
I think Sid and Saturn versus Rick Steiner and Benoit. It looks like.
That's cool.
I'm sure that'll be the. Well, I'm saying I'm sure. I don't know. I'm not sure about anything. I'm guessing that will be the main event. I'm pretty sure it will be.
Scott Hall left with the belt, but he is not the U.S. champ.
Right.
That's a good clarification.
Yeah, Bret
True.
Hart.
Asa had to explain it to me last week because it went from, in one night, it went from Bret to Sid stealing it to Scott Hall stealing it. So-
Yeah. And he ran away from Bret Hart, and Bret Hart's been out of action with a work injury to his knee, I believe, and but he's coming back Monday on Nitro, which for us will be next week on Monday Night Russo. He's facing Ming in the second round of the World Title Tournament.
Can I ask a question about what's happening right now?
Yeah,
Was there a match happening?
No.
Okay.
that was
That was
highlighted.
previous. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that lady's name already. What's her name?
Asia,
Asia.
ASYA.
She's built like Jordan Grace. Is that her name?
Laparco.
Fuck.
The chairman.
His outfit's so cool.
It's not ridiculous. Okay, I never knew that.
No, that is not what he is saying.
Oh, okay.
That's not what he's. The little Spanish I know, they're making fun of him.
Okay. That's fucked up. But only somebody that would speak that shit would know it.
Yeah,
Skeletor was one of my favorite villains, man.
yeah. That's my Skeletor impression.
If they were the subtitles, we would have heard the word Skeletor and Castle Grayskull, though.
And I have the power.
Yeah. Well, that could have been in Spanish.
That was not. That was.
No,
not
I
what he
know
was saying.
that's not what he was saying.
I'm telling you.
No, I believe you. I was saying for people who don't speak Spanish, those could be clues.
That would be funny though. So
And
here
he
we
said,
go.
when y'all got to see him. Y'all got to see him with the top hat. He had the top hat with him.
Yep.
Yeah, he was not wearing it. It was on the table, but he still had it.
Oh, okay.
He might have put it on at one point.
I
think
saw
for
him.
pictures. So go ahead.
I saw him wrestle at an indie show, and he came out with the top hat. So, and he let kids put it on for pictures and stuff. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he
Very
seemed
nice guy.
He had a lot of people talking to him at his table, and they were
That
all
sign
smiling.
looks like a rewind sign. Mr. Buff, you can be my stuff anytime.
And I bought a bootleg DVD from him of his best WCW matches.
So just to let y'all two know, I have started early on my ideas for my outfits for October.
Nice.
Nice.
I've been jotting them jokes down, like what am I gonna do for this week. So hopefully I'm trying to come with at least 4 outfits
Nice, man.
for
Yeah,
for October, man.
Yeah, we won't be watching any other promotions retro stuff. We will just be watching Halloween Havocs in October.
I'm with it.
So Rewind saying the reason he has a top hat was because he was going to do a Mr. Peanut gimmick, but it never went over, so he just kept the top hat.
He ditched the monocle and the cane. So this was Russo's first Nitro, where Laparca was scripted to beat Buff Bagwell, and Buff went along with the script, but made it obvious he didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Creative Control, Russo's henchmen, came in and showed Buff what they thought of that. And then they came in and beat him up during his strap match, tournament match with Stevie Ray, and he won by disqualification.
Which is why that was my least favorite match of that
Yeah.
episode.
And that match was only like a minute and a half. So
What a
now we're
rip-off.
seeing the what a ripoff. Now we're seeing the rematch between Buff and Laparca. That's what's happening here. Laparca looking very confident. He's dancing.
Yeah, Rewind saying that Bagwell just lost his leg like 3 days ago, amputated.
Yeah, very sad. But Switch was saying he saw a video of him and he seen before the surgery, and he seemed in good spirits. So that's good to hear.
good,
I mean,
yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I don't even know how I would be feeling.
And they've come so far with prosthetics.
Yeah.
that, I mean,
They have.
I've seen a ballet dancer with one leg like use a prosthetic and be able to dance still. So possibilities are out there.
He said he wants to wrestle. He said he plans to come back to wrestling. So I hope he does. That would be awesome. I hope so.
Yeah, he was saying, like for the past, at least for a year, he hardly sleeps. And when he does sleep, if nobody's home, he has to sleep with his shoe on because he can't put it on by himself and stuff. So he's ready to have something done just so he can have a good night's sleep, man.
I've been there. I hate to say it. And when I had my back surgery, I said, I don't care if I'm in a wheelchair as long as the pain is gone. Like, that's how much pain my back was in. So I can, as fucked up as that is to say or feel, I can relate to what he was going through, definitely. Yeah, if you hadn't been there in pain, not talking about him, not myself. I don't mean to whatever, make it about me. If you hadn't been there in pain like that, you don't know what it's like.
To lighten the mood, Rewind says, I remember when Buff Bagwell wanted to be a male prostitute. He was on that Gigolo show.
That is true. He's not making that up.
I'm not going to lie. I thought about hiring him. You know what I'm talking about, Asa.
I know the story.
Yeah, but Buffett, he was getting money though. He was getting money though. Yo, the crowd has been into it tonight, yo.
I didn't realize there was a television show about male prostitutes.
Mm-hmm. He was on there. I forgot the name of it, but it was a Gigolo Joni. He was part of it.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called. Was it just called Gigolos? No.
I can't remember, man.
No idea.
They better give this match time.
Laparca getting fired up. Oh my God. So I guess the question is now, with Buff stuff recently, Is he scripted to win? Is he? Because last time on Thunder, 2 weeks ago on our show, he fought Scotty Riggs, and it was a match where Riggs was booked to win, but Buff Bagwell, in the storyline, Riggs was booked to win it, but Bagwell stole the win. He changed the script.
Yeah, when you said that earlier, I didn't realize you were talking about in the storyline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, that's really unprofessional, but never mind.
Buff Blockbuster. Oh, nice one.
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
Eric Tate saying Buff WWE run did not last long. How come?
So
What I heard, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Asa. Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I'm about to write down the results.
I was going to say, to put it short but sweet, from what I've heard, he was an asshole. That's what I've heard. He was a jerk to production people, and some of the wrestlers thought he had an attitude, and that cut his time in WWE way short. Now, when I met him, he was a super nice guy. So I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I've heard. I can't attest to how he acted backstage or anything like that. I don't know, but that's the reputation he got.
Well, he has a history of
Drug
drug issues,
yeah.
so that can change your personality so drastically.
That's true. That's true.
Rewind saying Buff was easy on the eyes, but he wasn't packing what the goat Taz was packing. When the goat Taz got done with you, you couldn't walk for a week. Too bad me and the goat play for different teams. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rewind. That sucks.
Wasn't packing what Berlin's packing. We're gonna see him pretty soon here.
Brotsworth.
His Bavarian sausage. Yeah, this is the World Tag Team title match, which somehow Curly Bill and Berlin are a fucking team, and somehow they got a World Tag Team title shot.
Yeah, Buff only had one match in WWE, and the way Vince was going to do it, right after Monday Night Raw went off, because Vince had bought WCW. So right after Monday Night Raw, they was going to try to do like a couple of matches of WCW, like a WCW show right after Raw, and it was Booker T versus Buff, and the match really wasn't that good. I thought it was all right, but a lot of people put it down. And then Bagwell was supposed to be somewhere in the next city, and he didn't make it, so he got his mom to call JR.
Oh, that's
and
right.
JR thought that it was so unprofessional. JR fired him and was like, "We don't need you," and they never brought him back.
That's right. Yeah, his mom called in sick for him or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that story now.
That was a horrible match Buff had with Booker T.
It was a lot of what you say. You don't like calling it botches. What you call it, Asa?
I don't mind calling them botches, but I just say
okay.
Like,
well, that's what he had a lot of in there.
I call them
mistimings.
Mistiming.
Yeah. I don't like the word botches. Asa doesn't mind it.
I don't mind it. Now, jobber, I don't like. I say enhancement talent. I'm not just saying that to be funny. I think that's really dismissive of people who, bust their ass to do what they're going to do in the ring. I think I don't like that. So I say enhancement talent. There has to be a word for the people who lose all the time, but jobber, that's kind of mean. I don't like that.
But even with that Buff and Booker T match, I think if they would have tried the WCW thing on another night and not do it right after Raw, because like WWF fans back then were so loyal to WWF, and right after a Raw show, and then you go directly into some WCW shit. If they would promoted it on another night to be like, okay, this is going to be a WCW type event, you would have had probably more actual WCW fans in there to make that thing what it should have been, what it could have been. I mean,
or in a different city.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what city it was, but I think it was somewhere up north. They should have done it like North Carolina or Georgia or Virginia or wherever, South Carolina, someplace like a WCW place.
Yeah.
They should have done it there. Would have gotten a much better reception and would have made way more sense as a way to restart WCW.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was nobody did. Everybody fucked that up. Is the way I look at it. They didn't promote it right. Booker T and Buff did not have their best match. Yeah, so it's everybody's fault as far as I see it. And it wasn't even that bad a match. I mean, it wasn't great at all.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't that bad of a match. I didn't think it was that bad a match. It did have some slip ups in it, but
yeah, it's not that it was a bad match. It's like maybe it was a bad match to totally launch a new brand, you know?
mm-hmm.
But again, they didn't book it right. They didn't have it in the right place. And then the guys didn't deliver on top of it. So it was set up for failure and then it failed. That's how that happens. You set shit up for failure, it fails. You know, we always think what could have been with like a good WWE versus WCW invasion, you know?
Well, I didn't think that was going to work anyway with them not having all the top stars over there.
Right. I mean, that was it was dead before it started, yeah. With no Hogan or Flair or Natch or Hall or Sid or, yeah.
Sting.
Scott Steiner. I mean,
yeah.
Just.
And by the time they came, won't nobody worried about that.
Right.
So rewind, saying Booker T delivered. Booker T was a true professional. Buff was the one who dropped the ball.
I have to
That's
go back
what
and watch the match.
A lot of people were saying that.
I have to go back and watch it. I'll take your word for it.
Eric Tate saying WWF in 2001 was not that good.
That is definitely true.
Yeah.
Now, there were a lot of good matches, but the booking was not good. I'll tell you that.
Because once WCW went out of business, I felt like Vince lost that fire he ain't had nobody to compete with.
So for those of you just joining us, we're watching WCW Thunder, November 4th, 1999. We are 43 minutes and 23 seconds in. And thank you for joining us.
We're watching on Peacock.
Yeah,
We have Berlin and Curly Bill versus Kidman and Conan. Is this for the tag belts?
This is for the belts, somehow.
Who has the belts?
Kidman and Conan.
Okay.
Yeah. Berlin and Curly Bill.
Because they're both filthy animals.
Correct. Berlin and Curly Bill have never been a team before tonight.
Never even seen them together before tonight.
No.
Ooh, nice move. Alex could go, though. Berlin, he could go in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
So can Kidman. I'm excited about this match.
Yeah, he could.
It's a very good contender for match of the night since I don't know what else is on the card.
Yeah, Kidman's good.
It was funny back in the day watching this. Remember how he used to come out with the flop, just scratching himself like a daggone crackhead all the time?
Yeah. Well, I think he was supposed to be like a heroin addict.
Yeah, something like that. Had to be.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because they remember Sick Boy?
Yeah. Yep.
That was a character in the movie Train Spotting. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Yep, it sure was. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, so that's where they got that. And so like Raven's flock was supposed to be like full of heroin addicts. You know, at least Kidman and Sick Boy were.
Mm-hmm.
So rewind saying a lot of people would say WWF in 2001 was only watchable because of the great Taz.
He was a bright addition to it. I definitely bought his first t-shirt, the big orange shirt with the 13 and his tattoo on it. I wore that all the time.
I can't wait to see all the cool wrestling shirts you had because your mom's been putting all these like photo albums together from all these pictures that weren't sorted.
Oh yeah.
And she said you can tell like where things go based on how old you are in the pictures. So I'm looking forward to seeing some cool wrestling shirts.
Yep. And they need to go up on X.
Yes, they will.
Lord. That's all I used to wear in high school was either like wrestling, some band, or a tie-dye. That was the extent of my wardrobe.
And the tie-dye was just because of like dude love in the bands, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I wore tie dyes that weren't bands.
What we need to do is get PCW
Yeah,
on the internet.
yeah, we do.
See, Hate Van Ash. That was Ace's wrestling name.
Ha! Hate
Well,
that. I like that.
It was Hate Van Ash, and then I changed it to Cool Cat with 2 Ks. Cool Cat.
You should tell the cat that.
No, maybe I will. So Berlin refusing to tag Curly Bill. The Wall attacks Curly Bill and sit out powerbomb. Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise.
Wait, oh, did he tag him eventually?
No, Berlin's leaving.
Oh. Okay.
I love the name of that move, though.
Rewind saying true story. Alex Wright had a male-only bathhouse after WCW went out of business. It sadly closed down a few years after it opened. I was never able to go.
He told us that before. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Who knows? I can't tell, Rewind, if some of the things you say are true, some I cannot tell. And some are definitely exaggerations, we'll say.
This sounds true.
That sounds true, but who knows with him? I don't know.
You know, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, like, why did they keep Virgil around for so long in WCW?
Good question.
I love him.
He's not good. Here's Lash LaRue.
Does he have a lobster on his necklace?
Yeah, he's from Louisiana. He's a Cajun.
Oh, so it's probably like a crawfish.
Yeah, a crawfish.
Yep, he has an art studio now down in Florida.
He has what now?
An art studio down in Florida. I told you I've been trying to connect with him.
That would be awesome.
That would be great.
Rewind saying, just remember, Asa, I have integrity.
I will keep that in mind.
Is your food okay?
Very good, thank you. Laissez le bon temps rouler.
How you can't not like that guy?
I know, yeah. Van Hammer.
Oh, snap.
He was in WCW in the early 90s with a rock star gimmick.
Yep.
Looked like he was really struggling with that sock there.
He was.
There's all the pressure of doing it on live TV.
Van Hammer was a member of the Flock at one time too, wasn't he?
I believe so.
Big guy. He was a big guy.
Lash LaRue. We got to see Lash LaRue versus Van Hammer. No. He said something about the Revolution. Van Hammer did.
I think the Revolution want him to join.
Oh.
Wait, so are we not getting any tournament matches tonight?
No.
I don't think so.
You're here because you love it.
You told me on Monday that some of the matches were going to be on Thunder.
No, I didn't. I said they may.
Yeah, that is like saying that they are to me.
I didn't know what they were going to do.
Yeah.
Silver King.
That's Silver King? Silver King, okay. Not gonna lie, that's one of my guilty pleasure wrestlers right there.
Yeah, he's good. I gotta get my questions for the cat finalized. You had some good questions you sent me. You took a couple of mine, so I'm gonna try and.
My bad. That's why I figured I would send some to you. Let you see.
No, we came up with the
They're-
same questions, you know.
They're
But
not my questions. They are our questions. We're tagging this motherfucker, bro.
That's true.
I just hope that he really shows up, bro.
I hope so.
I said everything's been seeming good. He's been talking. He hit me up today. It was like he wanted to push it back a little later. So I told him, like, what's a good time for you? He said 8. I was like, yeah, 8 will probably be good with that. That's not too late for him.
Even though we've been advertising it like crazy at 7, whatever. It's at 8.
I know, right?
So for those of you, if you don't know what we're talking about, we are Switch and I are interviewing the Cat Ernest Miller tomorrow night at 8. Wherever you're watching this, you can watch that interview tomorrow at 8.
Reminding that Vampiro was never in the flop.
No, we're saying Van Hammer.
Van Hammer. Yeah, that's what I think. Raven had went back to ECW at this time, didn't it? I think.
Yep.
Was he wrestling with a hat on?
So that's what we used to wear back in the day to get waves, to keep our waves straight.
Oh, okay.
It was a different type of do-rag that we used to wear back in the day.
So it didn't tie, it was like an elastic one?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yes, I liked how Silver King moved for his size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
didn't.
He's a beefy guy, but he wrestles like he's much lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I do appreciate the use of silver in his outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it didn't have it, that would really piss me off.
If his name were Silver King and there were no
If there was
silver?
no silver, yes, I would be enraged.
Before he passed, he had started wearing a mask for his matches.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Before or after this?
Way after this. This was like
Okay.
from like 2015 on.
Oh. I've never heard of him.
He was he won some matches, but he was mostly enhancement talent for the other cruiserweights. But he would win some in like tag and 6-man tag matches. But
yeah, that would be mostly like when Bischoff was around. When Bischoff was booking, he would be in a lot of the 3-on-3 luchador matches. He could hang with like Hoovy and Dean and Ray and Psychosis, because that's who we would be. It would be like him, El Danny, and maybe one more person with him, and they would get. Ooh, gosh,
that was nice. That was nice.
You want to do a time check for the people that just joined us?
Yeah, for those of you just joining us, we are watching WCW Thunder November 4th, 1999, watching it on Peacock, and we are at 54 minutes and 10 seconds. And thank you for joining us. I believe this is our it's not our most watched Monday Night Russo yet, but it is our most watched episode of Thunder we've watched so far. So thank you.
Yes.
And like I said, as the weeks go on, Thunder, which is still the B show at this point, obviously, with the matchups we've seen tonight, it really is transitioning to becoming an A show. Like they tried to put it right on par with Nitro. And in the coming weeks, we'll see more and more of the main eventers featured on it.
I gave Raw an hour and then assumed it was boring by now, so I retweeted.
So for those of you just joining us, WCW Thunder, November 4th, 1999. We are 55 minutes and 12 seconds in, watching it on Peacock. And I'll do those time checks every now and then to make sure the new viewers know where we are, and those of you watching with us, make sure you're at the right point too.
That way we don't spoil things for you.
Yeah. This has been a good match here.
Yes.
It's been the best match.
Best match of the night. Yeah. So.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 619.
Look at that. Look at them. Look at them.
That was crisp. Nice. Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know what you call that.
I don't know either. I like it
I'm
though.
gonna call it a headlock
That's cool.
takedown.
It's like a suplex into a power slam.
What? That headlock.
Oh, that
Flock
reminds me too.
was Stevie, Richard, Saturn, Brian, Lee, Hammer, Horace, Jimmy Del Rey, Kidman, Lodi. Lodi or Lodi? I forget.
Lodi.
Lodi, okay.
Lodi.
Pitbull, Raven, Riggs, Sick Boy, The Giant, Wanalia? How do you say that?
I can't see it.
It's Wanalya.
Wanalia? I don't know who that is. And then
Reese.
Ron Reese.
Mhm.
Okay.
The giant Wanalia, not the giant. I don't know who that is. I don't remember him.
Okay, there was a comma, so I thought that was two different.
Jim Del Rey, I don't remember that. I'll take your word for it, but I do not remember that.
I trust
I
Ryan.
I remember Stevie Richards, Brian Lee. I know Horace was Hammer. Yeah.
Well, he knows his ECW, so I'm going to take him at his word here.
When are we doing an ECW show?
I think next week, actually. On not this Thursday. This Thursday at 6:50, we're watching Bash at the Beach 96.
Yeah.
I think next Thursday we're going to watch an ECW show.
It'll be my
Heat
first
Wave.
one.
ECW Heat Wave.
Yeah,
Well,
and speaking
shit.
of moves, I got something to send you later on from that LFG show I be watching from WWE.
Okay.
It's this girl named Bailey, man. She is huge. And the finisher that the Undertaker had her come up with, it's got to be one of the sickest moves I've seen a woman do, man. Maybe even a man. But I'm going to send that to you once we're finished with this, man.
All right, awesome. So what's the deal? If Van Hammer wins this, he's in the Revolution?
I don't know.
Eric says WWE ECW was like watching Heat. Yes, it was.
I don't even think I gave WWE's ECW a chance.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. First off, that was another one that they didn't really have a lot of the originals over there because New Jack wasn't there.
That's New Jack
Sandman.
is scary.
She's scared of New
I'm
Jack.
so scared of New Jack. I watched that Dark Side of the Ring about him, and ever since then, I'm like, oh my god, that man is just
Vince wouldn't have hired him because Vince wouldn't have been able to control him at all.
Yeah. That's what, like, he could have made money off of him, but Vince didn't want somebody to literally die in the ring, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which New Jack almost did several times.
Yeah, cracked his skull. But he got payback on that junk because he threw that big motherfucker off the top of that scaffold.
Oh my god.
New Jack didn't care.
Rewind saying WCW Bash at the Beach 96 was one of the most defining pay-per-views of professional wrestling history. But if Taz was on the show, it would probably have done 1 billion sales, just saying.
And I think Bash at the Beach 96, I think the opening match, I could be wrong. I think it's Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Psychosis. Or Psychosis, as we call him in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's awesome.
And that's obviously the match of the night, too. Spoiler alert. So for those of you just joining us, watching WCW Thunder November 4th, 1999, watching it on Peacock, and we are at 1 hour and 6 seconds in.
And if you want to watch Bash at the Beach with us, 1996, we're doing that Thursday at what time, Asa?
6:50, 6:50.
Yeah. The retro watch-alongs are my favorite.
Yeah, we do retro watch-alongs every Thursday at 6:50. We usually will do that month's pay-per-views. So in July, we watch pay-per-views from July, etc. So that's why we're watching Bash at the Beach this Thursday. We've been watching Bash at the Beach, several of those, and we saw a Beach Blast from WCW, and we saw WWF. What the hell did we watch? Oh, and In Your House, Canadian Stampede.
I don't remember that. Was that one? I must not have been there for that one.
That was last week.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to join them.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought that any presentation of Van Hammer that they did just didn't work. He's so big and he's always trying to be like smooth and cool. He doesn't play like a big man should be for me. That's why I never believed in Van Hammer. I liked his look. I just didn't think they presented him right.
He has no charisma.
None.
Yeah, none. Like you said, he's good enough in the ring. He's got a good look, but just zero charisma, nothing.
That's always sad. When someone's like really good in the ring and then just like
Well, I didn't say he was really good.
I'm sorry. So when someone's good in the ring, but has like nothing going on with their personality.
Yeah, but that's why some people, they don't need to have a mic in their hand. They need to have a manager.
Exactly.
Do that talking for them.
Sometimes even if you have a manager, nothing can save you. Like Bobby Lashley.
True.
He has no personality.
MVP
Even
helps him a lot.
MVP helps him a lot, but not enough to make me like him.
No, I still don't like him, but
Yeah.
MVP helps him out a lot.
Yeah, but he's still really boring.
Boring Bobby.
Yeah.
Boring, but yeah. Come on, Dean.
Yeah, there's never been a Bobby Lashley match where I was like, oh, you got to see this. You know, never.
Rewind saying Van Hammer has that John Holmes look. You know what I'm talking about. It's that early 1980s John Holmes look.
I do know what you're talking about.
You might want to do a time check again. We just had a bunch of people join.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for those of you just joining us. We are watching WCW Thunder, November 4th, 1999. We are 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 20 seconds in. If you missed that because of my co-host coughing, we are 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 28 seconds in.
Sorry. Can I have some of your water?
Damn, just take a cough drop or something. You need to stop coughing.
I just need water.
Yeah, y'all might be getting extra unknowns on y'all X because I put up y'all's links on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and my brother did a little promo on our YouTube page for CGR, and I just put y'all links up there for the junks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, we just got an influx of new viewers, so thank you.
So,
Yeah, like I said, this is our most watched Thunder, so thank you everybody for joining us tonight.
So this is Van Hammer versus Dean Malenko to join, so Van Hammer can be a part of the Revolution.
I feel like that's what it is. Yes.
How is the Revolution as a stable? Like,
hey, man, how
I've seen the Filthy Animals do lots of stuff as a stable. I have only seen the Revolution really sitting around talking.
No, you just haven't seen the right thing. You gotta remember the Revolution are the ones who kidnapped Tori Wilson, so they had a shark cage on a pole match to begin with.
I forgot about that.
So they've been at war with each other, and that was one of the blows, was them kidnapping Tori.
Okay, yeah, I totally forgot that you had her.
Russo's he's really been pushing the Filthy Animals, the Revolution, all these guys that when Bischoff was in, was strictly mid-card and openers. I ain't gonna lie. That was another finisher that I love. That 4-leaf clover.
Texas Cloverleaf.
No, the Texas Cloverleaf. That jump, man, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The man with 1,000 holds.
That was a good match.
Yeah.
When Rewind saying, when I was in high school, there was this homeless guy who lived under the bridge who would buy us beer. He said if he'd drink water, he'd get kidney stones. So all he drank was cheap whiskey and soda. And then Eric Tate saying, "Did Bobby spoil Hulk heel turn at Bash at the Beach?"
No, but you just spoiled it, Eric. No. No, I don't think so. No.
Bobby,
You
who?
don't think so with what he
Heenan?
said?
Heenan.
I've always wondered about that when Bobby said, "Well, but whose side is he on?" I was like, I never thought about it until somebody had actually asked that question. I was like, I could see what people are talking about with that, though.
Well, yeah, I guess he did.
Eric Tate saying,
But see, but when I was watching it at that time,
joking.
when I was watching it at that time, I wasn't thinking about that. Bobby was just doing his commentary thing, but I didn't think about it as being a spoil when I was watching it at the time back then.
Wait 1 second. I'm sorry if everybody's seeing a weird shot of my face. My job just contacted me about something.
Switch, can you still hear us?
Yep. I hear y'all fine and dandy.
Yeah, just checking.
And I think this was the only time they promoted this WCW cologne or perfume or whatever.
That's funny. But that was like a thing.
I'm going in Sunday to finish my paperwork for Spirit.
Oh yeah. When do you start?
I don't know. Maybe I'll know Sunday. Maybe.
Yo, Medusa was kind of built though, yo.
Do what?
Medusa was kind of built in that daggone bikini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Medusa got 2 shots in the world title tournament. Here we're watching her lose to Ming in the first round, and then for some reason she got another shot in the first round, and she beat Evan Courageous. Oh, and here we're seeing Creative Control, who now represent Vince Russo, who debuted as a character on Nitro that we watched last week here on Monday Night. Russo,
An off-screen character.
an off-screen character. Well, his hand.
Yes.
I think maybe you see his hand.
These 2 guys are the 2 most I really never cared about.
Yeah.
Are they actual twins?
Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yep.
No offense if any people watch twins.
And
they used to have long hair.
Yeah, in the WWF, they were known as Jacob and Eli Blue, the Blue Brothers.
Yep. And then they became part of Crush's biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were Skull and 8 Ball.
Yep.
I'm so impressed that y'all can keep like all these people's career, like you keep it in your head in the right order and stuff with like all the name changes and gimmick changes.
Hey, I'm telling you, I was a junkie. I was a wrestling junkie back then. That's all I can say.
But I really was back then. I looked at, that's all I did was like people's real names and where they're from and what company and their gimmicks and all that shit. I got it. I still got it all up here somewhere. I used to be that way with the NBA too. I could tell you people's like scoring averages and shit and like what year they changed teams. But that was like in the 90s. I couldn't tell. People change teams so much now. I don't fucking know, man.
Exactly, bro. It like back in the 90s, like I would go to the gym with my daddy and they would run 5-on-5 and I would be like down at the other end on another court by myself playing 5-on-5 with myself, acting like I'm the Chicago Bulls 5 and the New York Knicks 5. And I would do the starting lineup and everything and come out and do each person's style shot. So that's how it was for me in the 90s too, man. But now
I did the same
people ain't loyal to their teams, man.
I did the same thing.
I'm telling you, man.
I had a hoop outside and I did the exact same thing where I was just pretending to be everybody. Yeah.
See, Kay, me and Asa we was brothers in a past life.
I know, I believe it. Eric Tate saying wrestling is in our blood.
Definitely.
And rewind saying Medusa once said Taz was the most handsome and kindest person she ever met in pro wrestling, and she was sad to find out he was married and he had integrity. She thought about him often. Interesting. We just watched.
Okay.
What was her husband's name?
What the hell did we just open back up into?
We have an 8-man battle royal.
Okay.
We got Chavo Guerrero Jr., William Regal, El Dandy, or wasn't it?
El Dandy.
Yeah, I saw El Dandy.
That's the guy in the blue and yellow. Prince Ikea, Jerry Flynn right there in the red.
Did I see my guy in there? Yep, there you go in
David
the corner.
Taylor, Chris
Let's
Adams
go, Regal.
with the Union Jack on his butt. That's Chris Adams. There's Scotty Riggs in the blue and red.
Who's in the
Yep.
red pants that really got really long legs?
That guy?
No,
In
so
the
he's
red
got just red
pants? Let me
pants
see.
on. He's like behind.
Oh, Jerry Flynn.
Okay.
Jerry Flynn.
Not to be confused with Jerry Lynn, one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jerry Flynn.
Chavo.
Jerry Flynn.
Chavo. Get him out, Chavo. But you know what? All other 7 don't matter because the Lord Steven Regal is in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Rewind saying El Dandy is a jam up guy. Bret Hart approved.
Hold on. Rewind. Are you watching Wrestling Bios? That's where you got that jam up from. Are you watching Wrestling Bios? Rewind. Comment. Man, you might have to talk a little bit more.
Is that like a YouTube show or is that like a real show?
It's a YouTube show, and it's what I usually watch if I don't want to watch a whole pay-per-view thing. Like we did, there was a pay-per-view in between one of these Nitros and Thunders. I can't remember which one it was, but instead of me having to go back and Halloween Havoc, I didn't want to go back and watch the whole thing. This guy breaks it down in 30 minutes, and the way he does it is so good. He gives you all the facts. You get clips and videos with it. So just a real quick hitter, and I'm out. He's out the way.
That's cool.
El Dandy looking a little heavier right here.
Mm-hmm. The way they're talking about it here. Oh, okay. If they don't win, they might get fired. So the winner is guaranteed a job. The losers might get fired.
That's harsh.
Well, that's creative control.
Yeah.
That's the Russo.
See, now I'm trying to think who would have been gone. 99.
El Dandy's out. This might be the last time we see El Dandy. But yeah, that's the way creative control does it. Or the powers that be, Vince Russo, as he's called on the show. Creative control is the tag team.
That's what they should have done with the fucking Young Bucks EVP angle.
Is what?
Is like shit like this.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I agree. But so the powers that be said they may give Hacksaw Jim Duggan an opportunity, which what they do with that is pretty great. And now we have this, it hasn't happened yet. So now I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
So now we have this 8-man, maybe you'll get fired battle royal.
You ever watch Chris Adams back in the day?
Yeah. He was in, I used to see him, I feel like, on GWF, Global Wrestling Federation, that came on ESPN.
Okay.
I think they were out of Texas, I think.
I've heard like a lot of interviews I've watched. I've heard a lot of people bring his name up as being like really, really good back then.
Yeah, he trained Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who did that?
Chris Adams, the guy that just got eliminated.
Oh. I didn't even recognize Steven Regal because his gear is so different.
Yeah, it's really ugly.
Yeah.
Terrible gear.
And he had all that extra weight too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't care. He's still the Lord, Steven Regal.
Mm-hmm.
I know he didn't stay long, but I'm so glad he was in AEW, even for like the brief amount of time he was, because he gave us the Blackpool Combat Club,
which I thought was one of the coolest clubs.
Yeah. Eric Tate, Brother Love was in GWF 2.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Word?
Eric.
Bruce Pritchard?
That's cool. Yeah, GWF was the second company I started watching. Actually, first was WCW, second was GWF, and third was WWF. Because GWF, I just found WCW on TV one day, and then I was like, wrestling's awesome. Where can I find some more? And then I found GWF on ESPN, and then I started watching WWF. I don't know why I waited so long, but that's what I started watching third was WWF.
Brother Love is the red guy with the I love.
Yes.
You, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's Brother Love. The
I
Undertaker.
think Asa could shave his face and pull that look off too. I think that's another one he could pull off.
I like his mustache.
I love you.
Did you tell Switch what we're gonna do for WrestleCade?
No, because we haven't made up our mind. Chavo Guerrero wins the Battle Royal.
You told me yesterday. You decided.
No.
No,
I love you, Chavo, but no. Good God, we're already at the main?
I guess so. Are we? Nah, not yet. I don't think so.
Bro, we only
Yeah,
have
we are. Yes, we
10
are.
minutes left.
Well, for those of you watching with us, we are 1 hour, 16 minutes, 59 seconds in. We got the main event coming up.
Rewind saying the first time you saw wrestling, you thought it was amazing. I bet the first time you saw the goat Taz, your head almost blew up. How good he was, Asa.
That's true. He was very excellent. I first saw Taz.
Very excellent.
Very excellent.
Weird.
The first time I saw Taz, saw him wrestle was probably 1997. I don't remember who he was wrestling, but I remember Taz just busting out all these different suplexes, and I thought he was cool shit. Yeah, definitely. I was a big Taz fan.
I can vouch for that. Before he started joining us, Rewind, he had spoken to me about Taz.
You still haven't seen a Taz match, have you?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Caden scarred me for life now. Now every time I see Sid, I think oodles and noodles now. she done scarred me for life with his hair now.
Even when I see the noodle, when I see broken up ramen pieces, there's someone on our stove right now. I was like, oh my God, it's Sid's hair, you know?
So yeah, we got Sid Vicious and Perry Saturn against, I think, Rick Steiner and Chris Benoit, I think it is.
Can I see your notes? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm a pretty big Taz fan too.
I did know that about you.
Did y'all watch Collision Saturday?
We haven't watched Dynamite from last week or Collision.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I haven't watched Collision yet.
Doing moving stuff. We haven't watched either of them. No, we're
Yeah.
gonna watch them tomorrow, I think.
No, except we're moving stuff tomorrow.
Well, we'll watch them at some point. We got to watch them tomorrow. We got AEW Weekly Wednesday at 6, which is a show K Fabulous and I do. We do top 5 lists of the men, women, and teams for that week in AEW. We talk about Dynamite, talk about Collision. K Fabulous does her wrestling fashion do's and don'ts. We'll talk about some AEW news and rumors and all that sort of stuff. That's AEW Weekly every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And then at 7:55, Switch, Wolf, Kay, and I are doing an AEW Dynamite watch along, and we do that every Wednesday also.
Good cage match. It was a good
Yeah, that was a good match. Yeah, we gave that last week. That was the match of the night. It was that cage match. And Chris Benoit.
They got match of the night twice, I think, since we've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Watch this, man. Look at
That's so
this.
crazy.
18 feet.
Oh my god, that's one of the best cage dives I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it's hard to watch knowing like what
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It is, but still, it's a thing of beauty, but it's hard to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all can't tell me y'all don't feel Benoit's beat, y'all. Mm-mm.
See, we don't have the headphones, so we when we're watching stuff, we can barely hear it. So like I keep
Yeah,
it
that's
I
right.
keep it turned down so it doesn't show up on the audio feed. You know?
Mm-hmm. Need y'all to get y'all some headphones.
That might be a nice evolution to make. Yeah,
I don't know how that would work with the mics.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, we might be a nice evolution to get some good mics too.
Yeah, but I don't know how it would work with like us with sharing a mic, is what I'm saying.
We'll figure it out.
What do y'all like? What do y'all record on? Y'all use our phones?
Yeah.
He uses his
The audio. My video is on an iPhone. Her video is on a Samsung Galaxy, and both their audio is on the iPhone. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry. My video is on an iPhone 16 Pro. Her video is on a laptop, and then both their audio is on the iPhone 16 Pro.
And what do y'all actually watch the wrestling videos on?
TV.
Yeah, so just get you some headphones to hook up to the TV. Get a
And I guess
splicer
we can still use
and
your
2
microphone.
headphones. And then you ain't got to worry about getting microphones because your devices will pick y'all up.
That would be the thing to do. Yeah, we might do that. It would be nice to, because see, like that's the thing is like we can't hear the commentary.
Yeah,
I mean, I keep the subtitles on. I keep the subtitles on. But we can't hear the commentary or the entrance music. So like AEW, I can't tell you anybody's fucking entrance music.
I can.
Who's sing it?
I'm not singing.
Yeah, so on y'all TV, if y'all have like a head jack input in there, find out. Matter of fact, just find out if y'all have a headphone jack input on y'all's TV and let me know. I'm gonna have y'all. I'm gonna get y'all right.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, we don't know what we're doing as far as that goes.
As far as that goes, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be like
how
you plug your headphones into something on your phone or something. I know the iPhones don't usually have the jacks, but most of the times the TVs will have on the back where you put the HDMI, it'll have the headphone port. If y'all have that on there, I got y'all.
All right. Yeah, you got to have the little iPhone, the little dongle.
Little adapter.
Yeah,
for your headphones.
That's why I don't do iPhone. I don't do no Apple stuff over here. Everything is Android or PC.
My Samsung doesn't have a headphone jack anymore. I have to have a dongle on mine.
Steiner dishing out suplexes.
Even to his own partner.
Yep, and is he leaving? He's leaving.
Is that a typical Rick Steiner thing to do?
No, but Sid's his friend.
Oh.
He didn't want to have to fight Sid. He got Benoit to be his partner and just left him.
Where is Sid?
I think Sid is gone too.
Did he leave? He didn't leave, did he?
I don't know. I ain't seen him out. I didn't see him over there.
Yeah. I know. We were talking about stuff. I missed it.
Yeah, I did too.
Nice. Man, Benoit's so good.
Saturn was too, though.
Yeah, that's true. Underrated Saturn.
Benoit was at another level at this point.
Mm-hmm. One of the best in the world, if not the best in the world at this point. You could definitely make the case for it.
Yeah, you could.
Swan dive, headbutt, right to the shoulder there.
Right to the shoulder. Uh-oh.
Rewind. Oh. He doesn't
DQ.
belong.
Oh,
Man, he's like.
I was just about to say, are we going to get a DQ match tonight?
Yep.
For the main event. Oh shit!
Everyone, the filthy
too?
animals. It's a melee. It's a brouhaha, and see, they're in their street clothes. See,
Yeah.
Gosh, Conan looks big, yo.
he does. Yeah,
Wait, doesn't Conan wrestle in jeans?
yeah, but he usually wears a shirt. See,
Oh, okay.
street clothes.
Oh,
So,
I forgot this is what Russo would do.
Yep.
Rewind saying Scott Steiner once said Taz does the best suplexes in pro wrestling because Taz has a judo background. Steiner said if his suplexes were half as good as Taz's, he would die a happy man.
Now, see, I don't know. That sounds like that could be true, but we never know. Rewind. All right, let's go through. We'll rate the matches with the bones real quick. If you're new to the show, 0 bones is worst match you've ever seen. 5 bones is excellent match. Couldn't make it better.
Have you ever given a 0 bone match?
No.
I didn't think so.
Wow.
Okay.
No, he just won't give. He won't give him anything. He won't even. If it's a bullshit match, he just won't give him nothing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like
an hour, we still got hour and a half. We still got 10 matches out of that.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. Evan, not a whole lot of promos and stuff tonight in story. We got little snippets of story though throughout. You know?
Snippets. But I feel like that's what he's doing. He uses Nitro to do more of the storytelling and promo, and maybe Thunder to do a little bit more wrestling on. You know?
Yeah.
I just felt like a few matches this time got a little bit extra time than we used to seeing on Nitro.
Definitely. All right, Evan Courageous and Juventud Guerrera. No contest, but I'm gonna give what they did while they were in there 3.5 bones.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 just because my boy showed up.
Booker T beat Kaz Hayashi after hitting the Harlem Heat Seeker, got the pin, gave that one 3.5 bones.
I also gave that 3.5 bones.
Eddie Guerrero pinned Coach Buzz Stern, better known as Glacier, after he hit a frog splash for the pin. I gave that one 3 bones, very one-sided.
I gave it 3 bones for the outside interference.
Buff Bagwell pinned La Parka after hitting the Buff Blockbuster. I gave that one 3 bones, another one-sided match.
I also gave that 3 bones.
We had a World Tag Team title match. Conan and Kidman kept the belts. Conan tapped out Curly Bill to the Tequila Sunrise. They beat Berlin and Curly Bill, accompanied by the Wall. Gave that one 3 bones out of 5.
Wow, I gave it 2.5 bones.
Oh, you're probably right.
Only because Berlin left the match, and then I didn't really expect too much from Curly Bill.
No, you shouldn't. Lash LaRue pinned Silver King. Gave that one 4 bones out of 5.
I gave it 4.5 bones out of 5. I enjoyed that match.
Yeah, I enjoyed that match a lot. Dean Malenko beat Van Hammer by submission to the Texas Cloverleaf. I gave that one 3.5 bones.
I also gave that 3.5 bones.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. won a maybe you'll be fired if you lose battle royal, an 8-man battle royal. Gave that 3.5 bones.
I gave that 4 bones only because I like the concept of, something was on the line. And like I told you, Royal Rumble style matches are like my favorite things in the world. And then you have my boy Regal in there too.
I like battle royals. I'm a big fan. Main event, Rick Steiner and Chris Benoit beat Sid Vicious and Perry Saturn by disqualification. Even though Steiner left, he got the win with Benoit. I gave that one 3 bones out of 5.
I also gave that 3 bones out of 5.
Man, we gave almost all the same ratings except on 2 matches. So all right, we do our thing. We do best match, worst match, rating for the whole show. So K Fabulous, why don't you go first?
Not first, because I went first last time.
All right, Switch, why don't you go first?
All right, I got you. So for my worst match, of course, it's going to be the Kidman Conan versus Curly Bill in Berlin. That's my worst match of the night. My favorite match was the Lash and Silver King match. That match looked flawless. The stuff that Silver King can do with his size and the maneuver. Oh, love it. And overall, gosh. I've been going easy on him. Gosh, this is so hard. I'm gonna go 3.5 bones out of 5. It was a good show. Gosh, I'm trying to critique it more, but I'm just going 3.5 bones. Take it from there, you guys.
I'll go ahead. I agree with everything Switch said. Worst match was the World Tag Team Title match. I mean, it was good enough. Just it was the worst match on the show. It wasn't a bad match. Just Curly Bill and Berlin should not have gotten a World Tag Team Title shot. And this or any other universe, not even a tag team, doesn't make any damn sense. And Curly Bill sucks at wrestling. I hate to say. Best match, definitely Lash LaRue beating Silver King. Really enjoyed that one. Nice cruiserweight style match there. And rating for the show as a whole, I gave a bunch of matches 3.5 bones out of 5. So I'm gonna give the show 3.5 bones out of 5. Wasn't the best show in the world, but I was entertained the whole time. So, and we got to see some snippets of Russo in there, really still creating these characters. Creating what is the Revolution, creating who are the Filthy Animals. Building up like friendships between Sid and Steiner and this Revolution versus Benoit feud, and doing things pretty well so far, I think, as far as building the characters and the feuds, and really doing a lot of logical things. So 3.5 bones out of 5. I enjoyed it. Eric says bad booking.
Yeah.
Maybe tonight. So maybe
No,
tonight.
he was
Some
talking
bad
about
booking.
that. He was talking about that tag match.
Oh, the tag match was bad booking. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I'm going to agree with everything both of you said, except I'm going to give it 3 bones out of 5. I'm not giving it the extra half a bone. There was too much things I found confusing as a newer watcher, as far as the ends of the matches. A lot of them happened out of nowhere, or the main event having a hinky finish. I did not care for that.
All right. Well,
Yep,
thank you
I
for
can see
watching us
that.
tonight. I'm going to go over our schedule for this week. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Tuesday, Switch and I are interviewing Ernest the Cat Miller, former WCW and WWE star. 8 o'clock, Tuesday. There you go. There's the graphic of the cat repping No Bones About Wrestling.
Somebody call my mama.
Can't wait to talk to him. Seems like an interesting guy. Seems like a fun guy. So that's Tuesday night. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we're interviewing him. Wednesday at 6, K Fabulous and I do a show called AEW Weekly. All about AEW this past week. 7:55 on Wednesday. Wolf, Switch, K, and I will watch AEW Dynamite with you. And Thursday at 6:50, that's 650. Switch, K, and I are watching WCW Bash at the Beach 96 with you. That is available on Peacock. I'm not sure about YouTube. Maybe check there, but it's definitely on Peacock. And then next Monday, of course, we'll be back here with Monday Night Russo, and we will be watching WCW Monday Nitro from November 8th, 1999, where the World Heavyweight Title Tournament second round starts. So should be a good show. I don't know exactly what tournament matches are going to be on it, but we've got 8 matches for the second round. They may all be this week on Nitro. I really don't know. I don't look at the lineups of these shows beforehand because I want to feel like it's new. And of course, next Monday we'll have a new WCW top 10 rankings also for you. So for Switch, for K Fabulous, I'm going to say good night. Thank you for watching very much. Love yourselves, love each other, and for the love of God, use your turn signals.
Bye.